新年快乐！
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 祝你们新年快乐！
So right now we're at 99 Ranch trying to pick out some traditional snacks that we have on Chinese New Year, like lotus seed candies, turnip cake, dried gingers, rice cake.
Chinese New Year doesn't fall on the same day as American New Year, so it was interesting to celebrate that. We had a few different rice cakes. We also had a few different snacks, and of course those are different from American snacks.
And I got this thing, and I expected some money in it, but there wasn't, so kind of disappointed. But it's okay, it was fun.
The reason why I studied Chinese was, well, China is a growing country and it's one of the biggest countries in the world. And well, my father is from Hong Kong, so he really wanted me to learn Chinese.
I'm interested in international business, so I thought it would be a good investment to learn Chinese.
I studied Chinese in high school for a while because I really liked the culture. And then when my parents moved to China, I wanted to be able to communicate. So I went to university there for a little while, and I really, really enjoyed it.
The greatest thing that attracted me to studying Chinese, which I did last semester, was how different from everything else I've ever known. How different it is from everything else I've ever known, because even the writing is so different, and to me, the whole idea of like being able to capture an idea in just a few strokes just blows my mind.
So I learned Chinese primarily first. It was a requirement for me, to get to know the country I was living in. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to live there. I do know that some of my friends from high school that went to an international school, they didn't spend so much time learning Chinese and just kind of existed in China. But learning Chinese really helps you kind of be part of the culture that was a home to me. And I'm not just saying that learning Chinese makes me become Chinese. It's just so that I can feel more connected to part of who I am, because my mother is Chinese.
Today we had the Lunar New Year celebration, which I actually never gone to before. So this was very new and very interesting for me. And I think it's really great that I get to like experience things like this, because not everybody gets to see, like some of my friends at home never get to see anything except from Nigerian things or Hollywood things, the things that they show on TV.
And they have food which I kind of suspect is Panda Express, which is alright, I suppose. And it looks like we have fortune cookies, which aren't Chinese, but that's okay. I actually quite like fortune cookies. They taste kind of nice. Don't tell my mom I said that.
祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐，很好。那在中国，大家过生日的时候呢，要吃面，这个是面。为什么吃面？你们知道吗？为什么？为什么吃面？
面是长的。
啊哈，很对，面很长很长，那它的意思就是 longevity。
So for the past semester and a half, I've been studying Chinese. I'm still a beginner, but I'm trying, and right now I'm applying for a scholarship to study at the Beijing Center in Beijing. So hopefully I can get that. Like I grew up in Temecula, California, which is like a white suburban middle-class neighborhood, and I was never before exposed to Chinese culture. But when I came to LMU, I met my friend Iktong, and he took me to Hantao, introduced me to the club, and immediately when I walked in there, everyone was so accepting and friendly.
I want to learn Chinese mostly because I've always had an interest in Asian culture, specifically Chinese. Chinese culture was the first that I was really interested in. So growing up, I always kind of wanted to learn it, and when I came to LMU, the opportunity kind of presented itself.
I'm half Chinese, I'm half Romanian, and I've been living in Romania for the past 7 years. I'm taking Chinese right now because I want to embrace my heritage. My mom is Chinese, and I used to study Chinese when I was little. I went to an after school, but I forgot along the way. So I want to retake Chinese and learn how to read and write and speak. The birthday celebration in class was a really nice experience because it reminded me of my childhood when I would visit my mother's side of the family, and we would sing to the birthday person in Chinese at a Chinese restaurant. So that was really nice to relive and have that experience here at LMU in class.
我喜欢吃中国菜。
我天天都想吃中国菜。
爱奶茶。我很想念香港。我觉得这个菜好吃。
饭很好吃，我吃饱了。
我饿死了。
I was interested in studying Chinese because I think that it's important, especially as Americans, to sort of get out of our comfort zone, because every other country in the world, they probably speak English as well as their native language, or, you know, everyone speaks so many languages, but not Americans. And so I sort of have always tried to challenge myself, and always I want to feel more comfortable in the world, and so I felt like Chinese was a cool way to do that.
Why I want to learn Chinese? Well, I've kind of learned it when I was growing up. My parents tried to teach me. It was part of my culture, you know, but I always took it for granted and never really appreciated my identity. I think my culture, my heritage, until like I came to the States, like being far away, like really gave me perspective, and it made me appreciate like being a Chinese Malaysian, and I really wanted to get in touch with that, and so I really wanted to learn Chinese.
My family's from Hong Kong, but we mainly speak Cantonese, so I thought Mandarin would be like a little, mix it up a little bit, keep it interesting.
I started learning Chinese because at first I thought it would help me a little bit with my Korean, with like official documents and whatnot, and I also wanted to challenge myself in another language that was completely new to myself.
My dad is full Chinese, and so I really wanted to take Chinese to be able to speak with my grandparents and my cousins, because a lot of my cousins know how to speak Mandarin a little bit, so it's nice we get to practice at home.
I really miss like Chinese food. I'm not really comfortable with American food for too long, so it's a really nice change, and just getting to learn a lot. Like I now know how to call some of the dim sum food, which is good because I did not know what to call them. Sometimes I just point at them, so it's good to learn.
就是我很久都没有吃过点心，所以我就今天来饮茶，觉得好开心，就好像回到香港的感觉。你呢？
我也是很久没有吃到中国菜，然后跟 Natalie 一样，我就很讨厌 American food.
I really enjoy Chinese food. I think it's the best food out there.
喂 ？OK。
他是我的男朋友，是求理科。
对。她是我的女朋友，yeah， 她很漂亮，谢谢你。